team, the Cincinnati Bengals, a team that lost Sam Hubbard, a defensive end, to retirement all season. They're still talking to Trey Hendrickson about a new contract, but the two sides still have not gotten close to a deal. So in the interim, the Bengals are expected to look at this spot for more pass rush help.
All right, Shefty, thank you. And that Bengals pick is in. They have the three big players to deal with during this offseason, and thus far, Hendrickson is the one they have not. They've taken care of the two wide receivers. So the offense looking good. The defense, major questions. Here's the commissioner to announce the 17th pick as we begin the second half of the first round of this draft. The commissioner enjoying the musical performance. And here's the selection.
With the 17th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Shemar Stewart, defensive end, Texas A&M.
All right, so he was a top 10 national recruit coming out of Miami, and does he ever look the part? The athleticism off the charts. But Mel, we've talked about it throughout this draft process. Just 4.5 sacks in 3 seasons at College Station. So it's a difference between the traits and the production.
Problem is, Greeny, some AOGs block the LTP. That's AOGs, another occupation guy, right? The guys will not be playing professional football, neutralized and handled Shemar Stewart. 1.5 sacks the last 3 years. That's 4.5 for his career. The last 7 games of the year, 3 successive seasons, he didn't record a sack. This against college offensive linemen. Now, if you want to say, boy, beat Danielle Hunter, could he? Danielle Hunter had 4.5 career sacks, 1.5 his last year at LSU. He's got 99.5 sacks. He averages 11 sacks a year in the NFL. But that's an outlier, right? Will Shemar Stewart, who we talk about an LTP or looks the part, 6'5", 267, 4'5", 40, 160, 34 1/8 arms, and a 40 vertical. Are you kidding me? He should be getting double-digit sacks, Bug. What's the problem?
Mel, here's the thing I'll tell you. I'd rather drive a Mercedes than a pickup truck because I like to drive fast. At least I know I can go fast in the Mercedes. And it's up to the defensive line coach to get the best out of him, because you can take this young man with the traits that he has and the speed. He has the potential to be a double-digit sack guy in the National Football League. A lot of disruption, not a lot of production, but the tools are there. Mike Tomlin has a saying, if the guys didn't need coaching, I wouldn't have a job. He needs coaching. He needs to understand his pass rush move and how to finish at the quarterback. That's what the NFL is about. I love this pick for the Cincinnati Bengals, and I just wonder how this is going to impact Trey Hendrickson and what they do with him.
You know, they need somebody like Trey Hendrickson around to show this young man how to rush the pass, right? Think of some of the players that you played with. When you have other guys who you can sit and watch, look, it's not just going to be on their new defensive coordinator, Al Golden. He can't just be the one who's going to teach this young man how to pass rush. There's got to be people in the locker room that are going to help him as well. He plays hard as hell. I mean, hard. They move him from a 9 technique outside the tackle. They'll put him over the nose, and he can collapse the pocket, but he just doesn't have a plan.
Verizon Business takes us back to the stage. Molly is with Shemar. Molly.
Thanks, Greeny. Shemar, scouts and GMs all rave about your physical gifts. You have a longer wingspan than LeBron James. How were you built to play in this league?
Man, I'm built for it. I'm made for it. I'm a hard body. I'm made from this. I'm ready.
The Bengals' new defensive coordinator, Al Golden, known for his aggressive style. How can he bring out the best in you?
Man, just tell me going straight line, I'll figure everything else out.
All right, well, Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow's jobs just got a little bit harder in the AFC North. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Greeny.
Molly, thank you very much. Shemar Stewart, again, the magnificent physical talent. The production that hasn't always lined up to it, but a player we did expect to hear his name early tonight. Mike Green still on the board. A lot of pass rushers in this draft. It was interesting to see in which order they would fall, and now they are starting to do just that. The Seattle Seahawks are on the clock, followed by Tampa and Denver, and we'll be back in 15 seconds after this word from Thrivent.
With Thrivent, your personal finances aren't just personal. We use money as a tool to help all the people we hold in our hearts. Because the most important thing isn't what you're planning for, it's who.